Well, good evening, everyone. As we approach 6 months since the deadly shooting at the Tops on Jefferson Avenue, community leaders want to make sure that something like this never happens again.
Yeah, I spoke with the police commissioner about what they're doing to prevent it, hopefully. But 10 of our friends and neighbors were killed on May 14th, as we all know, and a new memorial is now outside that grocery store at Tops. Soon, a permanent monument will honor the Jefferson 10. Now the Buffalo Police Department is working to catch these threats before they turn into action.
Social media threats is obviously a big problem, but you have threats racially motivated and extremist hate crimes, threats to mass gatherings.
Police Commissioner Joseph Gramaglia says it's important for everyone to pay close attention to online threats that could result in mass casualties.
Social media threats, threats to schools, any other identified threats on any specific targets that we need to jump on quickly. So we decided to put this unit together that could be a very quick response team of detectives that could move on these quick.
He's talking about a new unit coming to the police department called the Threat Management Unit, made up of 1 detective sergeant and 4 detectives who will investigate high-profile threats towards the public.
We brought this idea to the FBI to see what kind of resources that they could lend to us, and they quickly jumped on board with it. With the assistance of an agent and other resources.
He says it's important if you see a threat online, send it to police immediately.
The unfortunate thing is we don't know what we don't know. And I go back to the incident that happened at Hutch Tech the other day. And I applaud the work of the Hutch Tech community. There was a threat of violence towards somebody in a school. We ultimately were successful in obtaining an emergency risk protection order. We executed a search. It had a search provision. We made an arrest of a 16-year-old student for making terroristic threats. We also arrested 2 other adult individuals in the house. We recovered 2 guns in the house, 1 loaded, 1 not.
Gramaglia says the new department will work with other agencies to respond quickly. How could this unit perhaps prevent a school shooting?
It goes back to the social media threats and any other students, teachers, staff, anybody. If there's a threat, take it seriously. I gave this warning the other day, and I'll give it again. These threats, these social media posts, they're not a joke. They're not a joking matter. We will investigate them. We will take them as far as we can. We will use every resource available, and if we don't, we'll find a resource somewhere else. But we will track you down, and we will prosecute you to the fullest extent.
And he tells me the unit is set to launch November 13th with 2 weeks of training involving numerous agencies, including the FBI. Officers will learn how to approach and respond to those threats in Buffalo.